Hi, this is Jacqueline, and today I wanted to give you a quick rundown on how Pinterest works. We've had a few people in the Facebook group ask how Pinterest works. They didn't understand exactly how it worked. So if you just go to Pinterest.com, you're going to see a feed. And if you have an account, your feed is going to show you a lot of images which are similar to things that you've been pinning or looking at. What Pinterest does is it tries to show you things that they think that you'll be interested in. So obviously for my feed, I've got like a lot of quilt and sewing things. Lately, I've been looking at corgi photos just because I think corgis are really cute. And so Pinterest has been showing me more and more corgis. They show me like some animal things and travel things because, and recipes, because those seem to be the things that I pin about the most. So I'm going to go over here to my profile and I'm going to show you what my boards look like. So Pinterest, you can think of kind of as an online bulletin board. So for like if you had photos sitting in a shoebox or a scrapbook somewhere, you might pin them to a bulletin board. And so Pinterest is kind of the same idea. It's a virtual bulletin board, and you can organize your boards. So here I have quilt ideas, craft ideas, spring. I've got winter things. If I scroll down, I've got a board just for pin cushions. I've got one for aprons. I've got a lot of recipe ones, and I've divided them by appetizers, desserts, breakfasts, main dishes. I've got one for yo-yos. So I've got quite a few boards I've been pinning for several years. And I'm just going to go over to my quilt ideas board and show you the kinds of things I have there. So these are things that I found either on Pinterest or out on the internet as I've been looking around. And so let's say I'm interested in this tutorial, how to make a hanging sleeve. So I can click on that and it's going to show me a bigger image of the photo. And then from here, let's say if this is something I'm interested in and I think I might want to refer to it later on. I want to be able to find it. So I'm going to click save and all of my boards will come up here in this list, and I will just pick the board that is most appropriate for it. And I can, if I don't like the description there, if I need to add a description, I can just click that little pencil and then I'll just hit save and it will save that to the board that I've picked. So another thing I can do, if I want to see the original post or website where this picture came from, I can click on visit and it will open that in a new tab. And so here is the tutorial. This is the page that it first appeared on. So you can see if I have this pinned to my quilting board and later on if I'm looking for a tutorial about how to do a hanging sleeve, I can find it right there. Now, if you're out on the internet and you find a photo that you want to save, let's say I'm over here and I found this free bird and bee embroidery pattern page, I can just, when you hover over a photo, usually a little Pinterest button will show up. Sometimes it's just the P, sometimes it says save. But if you click that, it will again give you the opportunity to save it like I was talking about before. And there's no description here, so I could put in free bird and bee embroidery pattern. Oh, I spelled that wrong. And then I would go over here to the board that it would go on. It would go on I have a board for embroidery. So I'm going to click right there, save, and it tells me that it's been saved. And it will tell me other boards that it's been saved to. I can see it now if I want. So if I click the see it now, I can see what my pin looks like on my board. So that is the pin that I just pinned. So something else that's really great about Pinterest is when you are on one of these pages for just a single particular pin, if you scroll down, it's going to show you similar images. So these might just be images that are similar, or they might have similar descriptions, or they might be from a similar website. And so if I'm interested in embroidery that day, I can go just keep scrolling down here and finding all kinds of embroidery things that I might want to add to my embroidery board. So if I find another one I like say this one right here, I could just click save And again, I could, Pinterest is going to try to find the board that it thinks is appropriate for you. Sometimes they're right and sometimes they're not. So this one they are. So it's the embroidery board and I can just hit save again. And now it's on my board. So I can just keep scrolling. So another fun thing about Pinterest is that you can search. So let's say I could just put in, well, I already put it in for me, quilts. Okay, quilt studio. So it's going to bring up all kinds of pictures that have to do with quilt studio. And I could also put in something like Christmas quilts. And it will show me all kinds of Christmas quilt things. And so then I can go in and just click on them, save them. You could really do, I mean, like if you were looking for something like a baby gift, I'm going to say baby gift to sew. So it's going to show you all kinds of things that will hopefully fit within that search. So it's a really great way to search for things. It's a really great way to get inspired. A lot of times I'll just go to my boards. Like we're going to be having Easter dinner this year, so I might want to go over to my spring fever board and just kind of take a look at, there's some table decorating ideas, there's some little projects, like this would be really easy to do. This one looks like they've made egg cups with scrapbook paper. So this is an example of, I'm not sure if this link is going to take me to the page, but even if it doesn't, I can get an idea for how I want to decorate my table this way. So you can just get a lot of ideas and save your ideas this way too. So that is a really quick tutorial on how to use Pinterest, and I hope that you have found this helpful.